everybody, we're in Minneapolis. We just picked up our load going back up to Canada. Just got to tarp it and take off. I'm about half done. Let me show you. It's windy, it's wet, and it's miserable, but I'm having fun. Come take a look. Come take a look at all this fun going on here. Oh boy, aren't you jealous. Yeah, got that all strapped down. The back end's tarped already. You bet. Having fun. Just gotta clean up my mess and hightail it back to Canada. Woo! Having fun. I'll show you. My gloves were soaked right through, but I got my extra tarp up there that I didn't need. Pinned up against that there. And we are ready to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Took just under 2 hours to tarp it. There just now, the handy dandy headset. Apparently the blizzard is very bad back in Winnipeg. They're like under 2 feet of snow right now, they said, so they may not be able to unload me tomorrow because they got to clear their whole yard first. So I'm gonna go up to our yard tonight and park there. I'm gonna call the receiver tomorrow morning to see how they're doing. They asked me if I could do that for them. Yeah, sure, well, we got a secured yard, just Winnipeg there, you know, I'll just park it there, it'll be safe, and I'll call you in the morning, see how it's going. So maybe I'll even go home tonight. I wouldn't mind doing that. Go home for the night, then deliver this probably tomorrow afternoon. Well, by afternoon I mean like 1 minute after noon, like hopefully around noon, because I still want to get some other stuff done tomorrow. I don't want to spend my whole day delivering this stuff, but you know, what can you do? Why are people driving so slow? Really? 40 miles an hour on a 70 mile an hour freeway? Really? Well, now you're speeding up. Oh, now the big truck wants to pass you. Now you figured out where the gas pedal is. Oh, God forbid a big semi passes you and sprays you with water. Oh, I'm going to get past you anyway. I'm coming past you, buddy. This guy suddenly speeds up from 40 mile an hour all the way up to, I'm doing 60 mile an hour now. Can barely get past him. He did not want me in front of him. And I don't blame him, but you were doing, oh, it's a she, pardon me, she. She was doing 40 miles an hour on a 70 mile an hour freeway. And look at this freeway, look at this freeway. This is not a 40 mile an hour weather condition freeway. You know, I'm doing 60 mile an hour right now, even though the speed limit's 70. I mean, I am taking her easy for the weather, you know what I mean? But 40? I don't know, man, that's creating more of a danger. But one of my pet peeves, when you're going so slow, I don't mind. Whatever, you're going slow, whatever. As long as I see you, I'll go around you. Don't go too slow. Go fast enough. But I'll go around you. But if I pull out to go around you, why do you speed up? How about you speed up before I pull out to go around you? Hey, how about that? How about that? You got me complaining. Now all my comments are going to be about, stop complaining, Trucker Josh. You're always complaining, always complaining. Now it's a bumpy road too. Now I'm going to complain about that. Bumpy road. Thought this was America. What is this? This is bad. This is really bad, actually. Any of you who drive up here, I-94 west of Minneapolis, yeah, I can bet you anything there's going to be construction here this summer. Woo! At least they fix it, you know. In Canada, we just leave it. It'll level itself out eventually. Whatever, it's good. It'll fix itself. Just like our budget will balance itself. The roads, they'll fix themselves, whatever. I just stopped here at the Clearwater Travel Plaza, the Petro. This is where I slept last night. Hasn't gotten much better. It hasn't gotten much better yet. The further I get away from Minneapolis, it seems the worse it's getting. And if my receiver is telling the truth, which I believe he is, why wouldn't he be? They got 2 feet in Winnipeg? Oh my.
Turn left on Aldia Route 75, then turn left.
I know Brit exchanged her shift today. She was supposed to go into work, but since we live so far out of town, I think she traded it with someone who lives in town. And I'm sure Brit is hoping that I make it home tonight so that I can clear the driveway for her. She could do it. I mean, she wouldn't have any problem doing it herself. I've just sort of told her not to do it because I want to do it. Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to get interesting. This is going to get very interesting. I should get home tonight, hopefully. I don't know if I'll have time to clear the whole driveway. I mean, we got a long driveway. But whatever. That's my job as the man. Keep the driveway clear, you know? She has this magical ability she can create human beings inside of her. So that's pretty cool. I can use the snowblower.
Continue 292 kilometers on I-94 West.
And some might say that's pretty cool too. I think it's cool. So far, we're doing all right. It's a little bit windy here. Roads are a little slick. Not too bad. We're still doing about 15-20 miles under the speed limit. But we are on the downhill here right now, so gravity is doing its thing with us. It's not too bad. It looks like the wind is coming straight out of the north. So we're going to be headed north up to Canada once we get to Fargo in about 45 minutes. Which means we're going to be headed directly into it. Now this truck doesn't have the most powerful engine out there. I may not even be able to hit the speed limit or hit my top speed of 60 miles an hour, which I wish I could do a little bit more, seeing as the speed limit is 75 miles an hour. I can only do 60, so even on a good sunny day, I'm holding up traffic. Hashtag not my fault. I'm one of those guys, yeah. At least I don't gotta worry about passing too many people. Usually I'm getting passed. And just down the road from where I last talked to you, it got really icy. Really icy. There's police all over here, so I'm wondering if there's a pileup up in front of us. There's one police guy behind me. There's one car behind me without his lights on, mind you. And there's a police car just behind this little group of people here, just making sure that people don't slam into us, I think. And you can probably see the flashing lights up ahead there. There's another police vehicle there. And I can see another one further up there with a tow truck, it looks like. Oh, and I see someone in the ditch up there. Yeah, this is very slippery. Like here, I'll give it a bit of gas here, a bit of diesel, bit of throttle. This is how slippery it is. Just spinning. That was just feathering the pedal, just feathering it. And I feel the need to remind you, or if you're new to driving, never test how slippery a road is using your brakes. If you want to know if a road is slippery, find a safe spot to slow down to. Like, if you're already going slow like this, test it if you can spin. There, I'm spinning. I know the road is slippery. That's the best way to test if you have the ability to slow down like this. But don't tap your brakes to see if your tires will slide. You're gonna lose control. Well, you got this officer right here letting us all know that something's coming down the line. Something's happening up ahead. Looks like there's a pickup truck in the ditch. Oh yeah, you can see where he spun out here. Wow, yeah, that's not good. What is it? What is it? Looks like a Ford. It's a Ford. Ford in the ditch. There's a Ford in the ditch. With a trailer too? That's the guy who passed me before. I knew he was gonna hit hit the ditch, he went flying past me before. It wasn't as slippery then yet, but it was not as good as it could be. And that guy just blew the doors off of me. Like, he had to have been going over 70 miles an hour. Wow, past me with his Ford and his trailer behind him. And I thought to myself, that guy's gonna end up in the ditch. What do you know, Diesel? I know things. I know things. Look at this mess. Woo! You see, it's this wind that's blowing over the road that makes it extra slippery, because it blows the snow from the right side ditch there over top of the road, and some of it sticks to the road. And you can see that the road is warmer than the ditch, obviously. So it melts onto the road, and then, you know, it's getting later in the day. As the temperatures get colder, that water that melted onto that is now melted on the road, the snow that's melted turned into water. You know what I mean? It's now ice, like this here. And you get sheer ice. And until you get the salt trucks coming down here, it's not gonna change a lot. I wanted to pick up some parcels at my American mailing address on the way home, but apparently they're closing up early because of the storm. Look at those power lines off to our right. Look how much they're swinging around in the wind. It must be really windy up there. Can you see that? Especially that bottom one, it's just flinging all over. Yikes. Must be a lot more windy up there than it is down here. That is crazy. Crazy, I say. I remember when they were still installing these power lines here along I-94. They set these things up with helicopters. It was cool. Well, looks like the highway's closed here. Oh boy. Does that mean the actual highway is shut down and closed, or is it just maybe an accident ahead? I'm gonna need to pull over here and figure out a new route. On a little detour here. This guy in front of me. Because you know when you have a detour, you gotta pull off onto the shoulder, you know, check Google Maps, check where you're going. The key part of that is pulling off of the road to figure out where you're going. This guy got to the top of the off-ramp, finally realized that the highway was closed, put on his park anywhere and get away with it four-way flashers, and just blocked the whole ramp while he figured out what he was gonna do. Blocked the entire ramp. Traffic went right back out onto the freeway. The police had to come and tell him to get off the road. He blocked the whole traffic. Common sense isn't always so common, you know? It's like everybody's trying to exit the freeway, buddy. Everybody, you're sort of parked right in the middle there. Imagine having to have the police come all the way up on the shoulder, up the ramp, to knock on your door, to tell you to get off the road and look at your map somewhere else. Oh boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? We made it. No one died, it's fine. So apparently Route 9 going through here is a detour. We're going up Route 9 to Route 10. We're gonna turn left onto Route 10. And that'll take us back to the interstate. And the interstate's not closed there. One thing I really like about Google Maps, right? Google Maps tells you, usually tells you if the highway's closed and where it reopens, right? That's why I'm really considering replacing Mandy. Or maybe keeping her around just for, you know, just so I can be double sure of where I'm going. And, you know, she's really good with truck routes. But I want to get a tablet or something that has Google Maps on it, like a big tablet, and just use it as a GPS with using Google Maps. Gives you so much more information, tells you where the traffic jams are, tells you where the accidents are, tells you where the road's closed, where it reopens. It shows you sort of what's around you. I'm sort of leaning towards doing that in the future. Are there any of you out there who use your tablet or who use Google Maps as your primary GPS in your truck? I don't know if I'd use it as primary because it doesn't give you truck routes necessarily. So I probably use both. But at least, you know, Google would tell me where the road is closed and where the accidents are. And Mandy would tell me where the low bridges are and where the truck routes are. So between the two of them, there's no stopping me, right? Or at least I would know if there's a delay coming. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's been quite an intense night, but we're just coming up to the US-Canada border here with Pembina, North Dakota, Emerson, Manitoba. It's about 10 o'clock at night. So as soon as I cross the border, be about another hour and a half or so. The yard, oh, suddenly it's bumpy, okay. And we're back. Wow, did they get snow here. Look at this. You looking? Would you look at that? Wow. So I won't be able to deliver this load till tomorrow afternoon for sure. So that's good. I'll have the morning then to clear the yard, clear the driveway at home. Woo! Thanks. Maybe they should bring a snowplow out here or something. Oh, here we go. Here's some cleared road. There we go. All right, let's give her. I want to go home. We're here in Morris at the Petro Pass. I better fuel up. I'm almost on the red line. That'd be terrible if I ran out of fuel like right before I got back to the yard. That'd be a little embarrassing. I don't like running it this low. I practically never let it run this low. Today was a very special circumstance. I don't know why, but unusual, you might say. Yeah, I'd say I should probably fuel up now instead of tomorrow. Whew. Quite a bit of snow out here. Got it fueling up right there. It's gonna take quite a bit. Check my tarps while I'm here. They're still looking beautiful, if I say so myself. Very nice. Everything's still holding together. No bungees have snapped. No nothing like that. Tail lights are looking good and clear. That's a good looking load right there. Tell you what. Good looking load. Almost 700 liters. 686 liters. Let's see. See what that is in America speak. 686 liters divided by 3.78. 181 gallons US. 181 US gallons, which are different from Imperial British gallons. All right, let's go home. Focus, focus. All right, buddy, we made it. We made it. We're here. Barely got into the driveway. I bet you the front tires are all full of snow. Oh, not even that bad. Almost got stuck. Almost got stuck. Had to back up and take a second run at it, but we made it in. Professional driver right here. I think I plowed the driveway with the car. I'm pretty sure I did. That was some deep snow. We're gonna snow blow it all tomorrow morning.